Hey everyone, not a short video today, long video today, but you know what? I gotta say this first. I was saying all these things for like 10 minutes, and then I realized I didn't press the record button, so I'm a little bummed out. But I'm gonna just get to the point. Okay, today I'm gonna talk about red pill, and I'm gonna talk about black pill. Um, yeah, uh, I'm I don't know if people watch this and if people care. I think I'm expecting a bunch of feedback about it, but I think I'm ready to handle that. So here it is. Um, I see many, posts online about how now they believe red pill, black pill makes sense, and that is the system that works, and now you can't convince me otherwise. And like when you look at the comment section for that, it's always like statement of how this is right, and then counter argument about why that's so limiting, why that's so bad, why that's so misogynistic, why that's so like chauvinistic, and blah 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 blah. And then another counter argument of like you're wrong because look at this, how can you argue otherwise, the evidence is all there. And so yeah, that's usually how these types of posts go. You you've seen these types of posts online if you're in a certain age group and you're active in certain like parts of the online world. You're already aware of these types of discourses, and they might not be related to like black pill and red pill all the time, but today I'm talking about red pill and black pill. I want to bring a slightly different perspective from the usual way of how these arguments tend to go. I think so. If the online post is about I'm contemplating whether this is the right path for me or not, or if it's like I'm starting to be convinced that this is the right way, or I'm confused what to believe. Is there hope for me? When the post is at that stage, I think a discussion can be had. Some level of persuasion can be had. Some level of introspection and fluid mind changing can happen at that stage. But once a person crosses that line and starts believing that black pill, red pill is correct, then I think persuasion is not the right way to go. And shaming is certainly not the way to go because it's just gonna bring even more firepower. It's like bringing fire to a I don't know, like gun. It's like bringing gunpowder to a fire party. I don't know what's the saying. Anyway, so my sort of radical opinion today is that I think those opinions, those standpoints should be respected because they've already made up their mind. I'm a life coach and I have my ideology about things, right? And I've already made up my mind. I think everyone can be happy regardless of gender, regardless of weight, regardless of, ethnicity. And I think you gotta live with your karma. You need to have a way to deal with it. I think nothing is inherently worthy of suffering and blah 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 blah. You my usual spiel. But now, if a person is like, no, that's stupid, man, that you're just wrong, I'm not gonna just change my mind. Because I've already made up my mind. And I already have a very informed opinion about it, so your criticism of it is not gonna automatically be like, holy shit, you know what? You're right. Right? And when people don't respect my viewpoints, it doesn't feel that all that good. I know that from my perspective. So if person X is believing in the red pill, black pill ideology that you need to be an alpha male, you need to be 6 foot something, you need to have a chiseled jawline, you need to have like be buff everywhere, testosterone, and that's how you get all the like prime gene pool for the next offspring, and you have to dominate the beta males and you have to submit them and show your dominance. And if you already believe that, who am I to say that's wrong? You're believing it not because you're stupid. You have intelligent belief systems that can, process incoming information, decides what's right and what's wrong according to your belief system, and Like, just like me, you are a human being who's really intelligent. And what gives me the right to criticize that? Now, this comes at the criticism of, well, then you're just, perpetuating more patriarchy, you're perpetuating more chauvinism, you're perpetuating more toxic masculinity, you're perpetuating more misogyny. Well, yes, I understand that is the case, but is there truly an ideology that's immune from criticism? Is there an ideology that's so easy and effortless to believe that provides all benefits and no cons? I know that my approach to life also comes with a lot of cons. You need to be really responsible for how you feel. Even when other people try to mess you up, you have to be in charge of your own emotions, and sometimes that can be really hard. So even my ideology isn't like all that easy. It makes sense to me, but it doesn't necessarily make sense to everybody, right? So in that way, like isn't red pill and black pill another ideology that comes with its own set of pros and cons? Yeah, it's just a different way of viewing things. And now I understand um that you have made up your mind and you believe this is the right way to live life. And I completely respect that. Now, all that's left to do is evaluate whether your life is truly happy because of it. Because in the end, you're doing all of life to be happy, right? You're choosing ideologies to be happy. You're making sense of the world so that you can be happy and you can stop suffering. And now, when you are short and bald, and therefore you have no ladies and no one wants you, and now the pill system helps you understand the phenomenon of why that is. But after testosterone shots and hair implants and shin implants, does it make you a happy person? Is that the life you want to live? And if so, good. You've chosen the correct path for you. I'm happy. If not, then, at least you tried this ideology. And now you know for sure because you have committed to it once. And that's a valuable experience. And so I am here to say that controversially, potentially, it's not all bad. And I think the current belief system that generally society has, especially around mental health care, doesn't really do a good job of encompassing the males who are very hurt. Because again, we are living in a patriarchal society, and patriarchy hurts not only women but men too. When they don't fit in the mold of patriarchy, men suffer a lot, and there's not a lot of support system for them. So supposedly they're supposed to rule the world or whatever. Supposedly everything's supposed to be easy for men, but everything's so hard. No one gives you validation. Your parents hate you. And look at all the girls, man. All they have to do is get naked and dance on the webcam and everything's so easy for them. And they play the queen bee card and everything's so easy for girls. When you believe that, no one really gives you compassion and tries to sit with you and talk about these things. You're just so busy to shame you and try to cancel you. And that's what ultimately fuels the fire of hatred that leads you to the pill ideology in the first place, right? And I think that's a big part of the reason why these ideologies are so prominent in the young male demographic these days. And I'm pretty active on YouTube. I'm pretty active on Reddit. And I get people call me stupid things all the time. July cringe coach, four eyes, and I don't even remember like the things that I used to hear. But I get a lot of criticisms too because I'm supposedly this like life coach guy. But life coaching is a fairly female dominant field. I'm a very small minority in the life coaching world, and especially as an Asian person, I'm even a smaller minority. But I show up in this space because I think there needs to be discourse about young men. There needs to be a safe space for them to explode and show their anger. And that's why, like, it kind of sucks for me. It's not fun all the time when people leave, like, hateful comments. But I try my best to respect that point of view because you've already chosen it. And who am I? Again, who am I? What makes me so better and superior to know what's best for your life? But that evaluation is really necessary. Is your life happy because of this? Does this ideology help you solve your life's problems and help you be free of suffering? That's a really important point. Well, that's my thought on pill ideology today, and tomorrow I'll see you with another video.